My name is Ernest and Keeling. Welcome to this reading of 2 short poems. But first, a brief introduction. George Orwell was a notable exception to the Christian mentality of his day, who did not consider religion and the devotional as being studious matters for consideration, a sentiment this author agrees with. My nihilist poems are antidotes to religious indoctrination of every kind, with particular reference to Christian and Hebrew mythology, always taught as fact, since my student days were characterized by brainwashing at a fundamentalist C of E school, a Christian madrasa. The first of these poems is titled The Truth for Christmas. Religion, the devotional, not being studious matters for consideration, express sophistry and lies round Virgin, Son of God, the Christ, pearls of wisdom born of psychic heavenly insight, proverbs for all seasons, but who's recording the sound bites? Delivering the Beatitudes, the Sermon on the Mount. Someone had to scratch it all on the scabrous back of a goat. The feeding of 5,000 with 2 fish and stale bread. If he could work such fabulous feats, starvation would be unheard. Old wives' tales, superstition, spread like fire on the grapevine, walking on water, raising the dead, turning water into wine. But no, I've got an open mind, and at home a water tap. If he'd pop down round supper time, I'd like some Chateauneuf du Pape. He died for me to save my soul. My God, what a fancy fable. I would have stayed with dear Papa, fucking all the angels. What do I want for Christmas? I want the simple truth. Captive through my school years, I speak for brainwashed youth. This second poem is titled Ragging Moses. It was a precarious trip down the mountain for an old man lugging 2 stone slabs, negotiating the rugged ways, slipping and sliding on his bony ass, cursing his summons to the peak, inconsiderate to his advancing years. Despite the logistical problems aggravated by fatigue of starvation over 40 days and nights, not one drop of water grazing his lips, somehow he made it against all odds, all skin and bone, crawling before the multitude, on wasted knees, nursing a hernia and a broken back, only to discover no one could read. Thank you for listening.